I'm gonna play a song I wrote called Lament for Mother Earth. Do you have sound? And then we'll do a sing-along. All the bombs in U.S. factories could not kill humanity, for the children still laugh and sing, well starved in their homes. And the raids at schools where mothers cry, babies stolen from their side. Gestapo policemen love to hide their face so you can't see the illusion of democracy. Still believe that you are free. When Mother Earth has been laid bare, they'll find another place. The modern way to colonize, technology-funded genocide, border walls built to the sky, the moon is out of view. And how can we all normalize profit? Will they terrorize? The oceans all begin to rise, no way that you can't see. The left and right, they know damn well, pockets lined with death they sell. When Mother Earth has been laid bare, they'll buy another place. But when will no more martyrs die to show us all the dirty lies? If no one has been left alive to know how peace could be. The beauty of the changing leaves, sunshine on a mountain stream. If Mother Earth has been laid bare, there is no other place to go. All right. Now, together we're gonna sing a song called All You Fascists Are Bound to Lose. Here's the part we sing together, so loud they hear you in every corner of that room. And I said, all you fascists bound to lose. I said, all you fascists bound to lose. I said, all you fascists bound to lose. You're bound to lose, you're bound to lose, you're bound to lose. Well, race hatred can't stop us, this one thing we know. Jim Crow and your genocide and your greed have got to go. You're bound to lose. All you fascists are bound to lose. Well, people of every color, they're marching side by side. March across the fields where 1 million fascists die. You're bound to lose. All you ICE agents are bound to lose. All right, everybody, here we go. And I say, oh, you fascists bound to lose. Come on. I said, oh, you fascists bound to lose. I said, oh, you fascists bound to lose. You're bound to lose, you're bound to lose, you're bound to lose. Well, going into this battle, now take my Union gun. End the world of slavery before the day is won. You're bound to lose. All you fascists are bound to lose. Well, I'm gonna tell you fascists, you may be surprised. People in this world, they are getting organized. You're bound to lose. All you war profiteers are bound to lose. Here we go. And I say, oh, you fascists bound to lose. I say, oh, you fascists bound to lose. I say, oh, you fascists bound to lose. You're bound to lose, you're bound to lose, you're bound to lose. say, oh, you fascists bound to lose. You're bound to lose, you're bound to lose, you're bound to lose. You're bound to lose, you're bound to lose, you're bound to lose. One more. You're bound to lose, you're bound to lose, you're bound to fucking lose. That's right. Thank you all for being here today. I'm Mike Frazier. I'm a singer-songwriter here in Seattle. A few things to say. First off, inside this building is a convention of death and destruction. The companies here today have decided selling murder tech to the ruling class is a better business model than helping humanity. Because no amount of paper straws would ever undo the carbon produced by an F-35 jet or bombs dropped on schools in the Middle East. However, if we band together and organize, we can stop them.